Greetings, fellow breakers. Today, we're going to be breaking Skyrim 10th Anniversary. This is an intro to a series, actually, showing a few of the ways that I've learned to break Skyrim over the years. Nothing modded, nothing too bad, like the Restoration Potion glitch. I'm not using anything like that. I'm using techniques that I've found that allow you to abuse certain systems in the game for super fast power leveling of certain skills. So I'm going to use that to break Skyrim's mechanics. First thing that I'm going to mention is this is going to be quite a long series, a series of videos. I'm not entirely sure how long, but it's going to be snippets of gameplay. Going to try and roleplay certain elements, let you get into the kind of character I'm building, but you can do this with anyone. Personally, I like to be the breakiest of the game, so I start with a Breton. We're just gonna go basic Breton. I don't even... Yeah. So... he's just broken.
You from Daggerfall, Breton? Fleeing from some court intrigue? Captain, what should we do?
Well, not exactly court intrigue. Come to find out, this guy's a long-lost ancestor of Tiber Septim. Or not ancestor, but his ancestor was. You know what I mean.
We'll make sure you'll
So, his powers are coming through and was kicked out of Daggerfell for a little accident at the college. Going to change his whole life around and try and run from the magic that surges through him. At least before all this happened.
Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
So the first thing that I'm going to explain about this broken run is we're going to start off as the, pinnacle of a warrior. Heavy armor, two-handed, but we're also focusing on smithing and enchanting truly is the breaking skill. But along the way, we're just going to super power level. One thing I need to make clear is my gameplay is on novice. The reason that this is because A, I'm trying to do this fast enough to show everyone how it go, and B, I'm also trying to keep things even because we power level so quickly that not having the equipments or skills that you need to keep up and having to go out and find the new stuff off a drop or create it is a bit difficult. So this is purely for fun. If you want to break the game fast, I call it mage breaking because even though we're going to be again specializing in heavy armor and two-handed, it still breaks completely the magic system of this game. I super suggest getting the 10th Anniversary Edition because I came back to playing it after they put in all the add-ons and found certain spells and whatnot have really helped to mage break faster. Oh, well, that happened.
You imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Breton!
He figured he was going to die someday anyway. He ran to Skyrim because of assassins of the Dark Brotherhood from competitors of the throne trying to keep
prisoner. Nice and easy.
who they have in power.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentry.
Somehow he
What do
just
you
knew
see?
it was a dragon.
It's in the clouds.
Dragon!
As the chaos unfolded, terror struck through our plucky hero. Yeah, plucky. What does that even mean?
Gods won't give us another
Alright.
This way!
Do this with some gusto.
What is that thing?
nice looking wall. It's a shame someone came along and ruined it. Try and outrun this dragon. Ridiculous because it flies. Huh. Beat him. Alright, let's go. Without little thought, he went for the first door that he could go through. Not choosing a side in this civil war he really had no interest in.
We'll meet again in Sovngarde, brother.
Hey. Can you
That thing was a
cut my
dragon.
binds?
No doubt.
Cut my
We better
binds.
get moving.
Please?
Come here. Let me see
Please?
if I can get those
I'm
binds
asking
off.
nicely.
There you go. You may as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it.
Everything seems so flimsy. He had no interest in what they gave. Instead, he reluctantly decided to use what skills he had at hand.
Get that armor on. Give that a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here. Ah, this one's locked.
So,
Let's see about that gate.
for breaking the game in the beginning, honestly, you're just going to be playing. Your main goal right now in step 1
Damn.
is
No
getting
way
to
open
Whiterun.
this from our side.
But I have a specific loop I take before I get there, picking up a few odds and ends.
Imperials! Take cover!
Get this gate open.
So first thing first, let's get through Helga. Destruction!
Get away.
My aim is terrible. Alright. Very important to always take her out first. Just because you need that
See one of
key,
these Imperials has
you
the
can
key.
sneak break
Find
using
the
good
key.
old Rayloff here.
See if it unlocks that door.
But we'll go over that in another video sometime. I always take helmets and studded leather. It's worth its weight in gold, at least a rule that I have, to not become over encumbered. See how its weight is 6 and its value 75? Yeah. Again, there's another key. Just make sure Rayloff doesn't get it, because then you can just attack him in sneak mode with a dagger and jump your sneak. I'm not doing that because, speaking of power leveling and how it's game breaking, at least you'll have some leg up doing it this way. But doing it right now and getting your sneak to 100 just by sitting here and stabbing him in the back, you'll come out about a level 18
Come on.
and still only have iron, maybe steel, as far as daggers and all that jazz. It's actually kind of a giving yourself a hard mode. It's interesting.
Damn you!
Did I even know?
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up.
And again, the heavy armor, I only have one suit at this point in time, just because it's protection. But your sneak is worth nothing. I'm not gonna have... I don't bother with potions, because we're going to use our first little abuse of the mechanics of the game here shortly.
Best, huh?
We got lucky. There's our start of two-handed. Alright. So now, the idea...
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
So a few lockpicks there.
Ah,
He'll
that's
hand
odd.
you a few. There's some
You
in
can get
here.
it open with some
And if you
picks.
want to do the whole lockpicking
Right,
thing, I'm just going to do one door. I'm skipping it mostly because we're going to, again, mage break and there's a spell for that.
Go,
It makes it
once we get
to
out.
where all you have to do are master locks.
Grab anything useful and let's go.
Alright. And... might as well. Because we're going to break heavy armor anyhow. Now make sure that you favorite anything that has magicka increase. I'm gonna drop these for weight. Alright. And make sure you again have said piece of equipment as a quick button. You'll see why shortly. Let's just have some fun with it.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
Alright. Dump my mana. Oh no, I'm out. Take it off and put it back on with the quick button. Instant potion. And you can repeat it time and again. That way you're never out of healing. You're never out of... And when you get it really advanced, you have several different pieces. You come into the menu, unequip them, and re-equip them. Now it only works if your mana is completely dumped. But still, that's why I don't use potions. I end up just having them bogged down. Potions I do use are Comfort of Light potions, water breathing, invisibility, stuff like that. Come on, Rayloff.
Let's see where this goes.
Yes, let's. Looking like a vigilant Stendar. Personally, I don't do alchemy until the very end because you save up enough ingredients, get it out of the way in one good sweep. But you can do anything you really want to up until the point of getting to Whiterun and such. And again, I would do things along the way, but again, I'm trying to keep this time as short as I can for these episodes. Coin purse. Oh, come on. Things to look out for along the way. Take anything that can be turned into leather, pelts and whatnot. Hunt when you can. We're going to be focusing mainly, perk-wise, on heavy armor, two-handed, enchanting, and smithing. When I say perk-wise, I mean heavy into perks. Smithing, we're going to go down both sides because that allows you to upgrade all weapon types. No, it's survival mode. We're trying to have fun.
Wait.
The enchanting is really what breaks the magic side of it, but I have found a way to break it early if you're willing to sacrifice the perks. But yeah, first thing to do, come off the beaten path a bit. We're coming into a bandit camp. Familiar isn't too ferocious, but it's an extra target for them to focus on.
Picked a bad time to get lost. This is a surprise.
Now, the game wants you to play it in a fashion of, you know, oh no, I'm out of mana. Let's go into this. But I just find it so useful. To have a constant supply of mana. Hey, look, treasure. Same thing with the studded armor. Grab those, just because it's gonna make us a little bit of extra cash when we hit Riverwood. Personally, nope, I just need the boots, and he didn't have gauntlets. I don't like the Imperial stuffs, so I try and avoid them. I just think they look cool and all, it's just not my style. Satchel's always got a weird hitbox. There's some robes. There's a book over here. And one-handed. Now the reason that I say heavy armor and two-handed is we're going to break those along with the mage. We're also going to break archery, but not super break. I can get the heavy armor and two-handed up to 90 for free. Look, dude, if you're just gonna stand there, yeah, for free, as well as archery, but I can only get it up to 75. That's the first chain of exploits going on here. It all synergizes fairly well. So this is good for, you know, old school players who are deciding to come back and investigate all the 10th anniversary stuff like me, or someone who's just starting out. That's nice. I'm not going to put them on just because they're going to be destroyed eventually. I don't want to come to rely on them. We're going to come a little further down this way. There's that. Back off, bud. And again, whatever you feel is fun. Things that we're going to break. We're going to break illusion, conjuration. Conjuration's the easiest. Destruction, eventually. I think, eventually. Might not be. Restoration, which is going to take a bit of time for that break, and alteration. Enchanting's going to take a good bit of grinding, but it's worth it in the end. Same thing with smithing. But heavy armor, two-handed, a little bit of archery. I say a little bit, 75. And while that's going on, you're able to do lockpicking if you want. You can pickpocket if you want. Speech is going to happen regardless. I seem to skip alchemy, pickpocketing, lockpicking. Eventually, I do sneak if I don't break it off the bat. Light armor, one-handed, and block. They'll go up a little bit, but I rarely ever use them. Just because of how broken this character is, you're pretty much godly. Good times. So, let's continue. Again, we go down this way a bit to the west. You're gonna run into a necromancer, and she's gonna have a few bone dogs. I do believe she summons something else. That's the one reason I like taking the Breton, is because his magical resistance is quite nice. It helps in the later half whenever we mage break alteration. There's a little conjuration. Some gold. And we're going to pick up our first unique two-handed weapon. So it's an iron axe, but it does as good as a steel greatsword in stats. It's not that great, but it's 2 points more damage, and we can drop it. Now, if you happen to hear in the background, there are some wolves. Let's even the odds here. And we're coming to get these wolves because easy targets, they're not too tough. And all their pelts add up to leather for your smithing. Da. Oop, that's what I forgot to do. Did I put? Yes, I did. I like to have healing on one, whatever weapon you're using on another. Oh, you hush. Alright. It's novice, I'll get it. Oh. It was a gimme anyway. Nice. Good haul. Alright. So. That's pretty much that little chain. Oh, look, a skeever. Tool. Hold still. Thank you. Alright, first level. Yeah. One thing that I need to mention, never put anything into Magicka. That's part of the mage breaking. I'm gonna start with stamina, because carry weight. But go back and forth between health and stamina, because you're building the ultimate warrior that for some reason has magical ancestry that's coming to light as he enters this strange new land. I don't know, I play a lot of sorcerers in D&D. But, now we need to head over to the guide stones to help leveling. Is it over here or over there? It's over there. I'm not gonna bother. Alright. So, head to the guide stones. Now take notice that, you know, me even having a couple of pieces of heavy armor, my stamina is terrible. But eventually we're going to fix all that. Did I? No, I didn't. Only thing we really need. Okay. So here, we're going to take the warrior stone. Just because, again, we're trying to build the ultimate warrior and then end up breaking him magically to push everything else along. So we're going to take a quick detour and get our first pickaxe, because mining and smithing go together hand in hand.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh! Okay. Watch out for the trap. Stay on the boardwalk. Listen to the irony of the conversation.
What was that?
What was that? Oh look, doggo. There was a distraction, fellas. Ow. He suddenly had a headache. Alright. Worth it. And your first pickaxe. And your first iron ore. So, the beginning run of this game is going to be fairly dry, just because of the fact our main goal is to become Harbinger of the Companions. Again, he's looking to become a whole new person, all these magical abilities just naturally flowing through him. He wants to escape it, change his fate.
That's your back!
Hey, look, gold. Come on. Give me the cash. Alright. Ooh. I know you're over there. Aha! Well, thought they were good at sneaking. Ooh, hi. Now, if you're like me and you don't like the darkness, but you also don't like directly giving away your location with candlelight or torch, eventually we're gonna have a fix for that. It's all part of the break-in process. Alright. Magical coin purse. How about that? Hey, look, spell. Lucky find. Forgot I had those. You're heavy. I'm not wearing you either. That's for the disenchantment. Same with that one. Alright. Another iron deposit. As he hammered away, hearing other people in the distance, he wondered to himself, why would he choose a path that is nothing but violence? But as he pondered on each deposit he withdrew from his earth, he realized it was violence either way. Running and hiding from assassins, people who want to snuff him out just for something he never asked for, an ancestry he doesn't even want to live up to. Soon he would discover he has little choice in the matter.
Someone there?
For being touched by the gods always comes with a heavy price.
Anybody there?
Must be my imagination.
Is someone there?
Did not like being outnumbered. Well, how about that? Just because it's faster, we're gonna take it. But mind you, I collect things with names. There was one more, and he's dawdling. Well,
Someone there? Thought I heard something.
you did.
Ready so I can take your stuff!
Now, if you notice, I am not taking any ranged, just because I don't find it necessary at the moment. And again, eventually we're going to be breaking mages, so it'll be all you need. The iron's more important right now. Now, I know some of you more experienced players might be saying, why aren't you just taking 2 pickaxes and going at it? Well, for one, I haven't found a second one yet. Oh, come on now. And for 2, I find that going into the animation ends up giving you more gems. Oops. As he stumbled across the fishing equipment, he remembered he hated fishing. It's not so bad, I just never got into it. Alright. Don't worry about this chest, we'll get to it eventually. Smithing, ore, iron ingots. Alrighty. Come back in here. Golden gems. And a chest. Alright. It's all money. Alright. There she is. Last one. And back out into the wonderful world of Skyrim. Come over here, more iron ore. And more wolves. Oh, come on, give me the other one. Alright. Now we're gonna backtrack a bit. So nice after a while I end up breaking stamina. But for now we have to do the short bursts. Alright, so come back to the camp. The bandit camp, you found the treasure map. I think I killed a coven of witches. Alright. We're gonna jump up here. Oh, come on, jump. We're gonna come to this little pass. And we're gonna mine ourselves corundum. And this will help us with our early smithing to complete this deal. Now early on we're going to, do everything but the helmet. Okay. Now, quick tip. Go ahead and use fast travel a lot. I'm going to abuse it for time constraints. I've never tried to break a survival character. I get too caught up in just playing it in its theme. Role-playing, it really is more immersive, having to feed yourself and sleep and such. But it's also a lot more time-consuming and restrictive to, the bounds of exploration, dungeon diving. So, I'm gonna go ahead and head on down to Riverwood. Is it over here? It's over here. Now that treasure map was important, because if you came to investigate this log, without it, this chest wouldn't be here. There's a few of them all around, filled with pretty much everything. Inside is nice. Alright. We're gonna come talk to...
No,
Are you hurt? New to Riverwood? Of course. Oh, what's this all about? What are you two doing here?
Alright, that's useful.
A draft would explain what I saw earlier. I don't know. Things just go. The Jarl. We need to get. And who's this? One of your comrades?
Did I...
Is there somewhere we can talk?
I'm glad to. Like I said, I'm glad to
I took
help
the
in
key
any
to her
way I
house,
can.
didn't I? I did, okay.
Good day. You're right. Follow me.
Okay, now
What
we're
is
gonna
it,
go.
woman? Stand drunk on the job again? Raylo, what are you
And we're gonna take her advice of grabbing whatever we need. It's just a nice way to get a leg up. And again, we're looking for coin. We are looking for pelts and anything we can turn into leather. We're looking for soul gems so we can break enchanting eventually. All of this just to get a start. Alright. Now, going to head into the Riverwood Trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said, I don't know what. Yeah.
Go ahead
An
and
ornament. You could.
accept this quest.
Got some
It's a
coin
time
coming
saver
in from
before
my
we get
last
to Whiterun.
shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our line.
Go ahead and ask
I have a few
that
old
because
spell books laying
eventually you're gonna
One
go
more,
to the
you'll have to go
college,
to the College of Winter.
and that'll put it on your radar. I'm looking. Don't sell any rings or necklaces you find. We're gonna end up using those to help break enchanting eventually. They're lightweight and whatnot, but go ahead and sell off all this armor. Gives you a little bit of gold. Get the ball rolling there. I don't use scrolls either, I sell those. I hold on to gemstones just because eventually you're gonna find silver and gold deposits or make them yourself.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head...
But one thing that's important, because we're not going to stick with the Lover Stone or the Guardian Stones, we're going to have one very specific stone to help break this game. So since we don't get those extra bonuses to XP, anytime you can find an own bed, until you
We
get
got
your own
rooms and
house.
food, drink too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Well, why can't I rent a room?
Hard not. Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yale is going back. You're that sure thing. It's yours for a day. Did you hear me?
Yep,
This one-
Hale's going bad.
And it doesn't have to be long, you just want
I
the
guess you don't have
well-rested
potatoes in your
perk.
ears after all.
Rested
Just
works
make sure we
too,
get a
but
fresh batch.
it's always better for well-rested. And I'm going to go ahead and end the first episode there. Our second episode is Bleak Falls Barrow and Whiterun. So, see you in the next one.